Hello guys, welcome to Anita Crochet. My name is Anita. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a detailed swimsuit. It's going to have some sort of doily detail on it and a V-cut bottom. So literally you're going to be learning a lot of things. You're going to be learning how to make a V-cut bikini bottom and how to work your breast cups and also have a picot around them. And finally, how to work your doilies onto your swimsuit. Very easy, all right? Now I'm going to be working with Robin 100% acrylic, and it's chunky. It's 100 grams of weight, all right? This is how it looks like, okay? Oh yes, it is 4-ply. So sometimes you guys are asking the yarn sizes and all that. So I'm going to be working with 2 hooks, a 6mm hook and a 3.5mm hook. That's your choice to make, but for me I'm going to be working with 2 hooks. The reasons are still in this video, so you just have to watch it to get to know why. I'll be needing a scissor, a pair of scissors, and a tape measure just to keep on track. And that's all, so let's get started. So first of all, get your yarn. Make a knot. Get your 3.5mm hook, okay? And chain 15. Now this is to work our breast cup, all right? So chain 15. So we have 15 chains, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So just chain 2 more to start our row. 1, 2, so we have 17 in total. And yarn over into the 3rd chain stitch from the hook. You work a double crochet. Yarn over, work a double crochet into the next chain stitch. So literally we are just going to work 1 double crochet into every chain stitch until we get to the very last chain stitch, okay? So here we have 1 chain stitch left, and what we are going to do is we are going to work 2 double crochets in the very same stitch. So we have 2 double crochets, and then chain 1, yarn over, work 2 double crochets again in the very same stitch. So this is the peak of our cup, okay? Now yarn over, work on the opposite sides of the foundation chains, okay? So this is the next chain stitch, and we are going to work 1 double crochet, okay? 1 double crochet again in the next chain stitch, 1 double crochet in the next. So literally just go on and on with 1 double crochet into every chain stitch until you come to the end of your row. And I'm going to show you just one more step, and I'll leave you work your breast cups on your own. I'll just tell you the number of rows you have to work for each cup, for every size. So here we are. This is what we have, okay? This is the peak of our cup right here, and this is the bottom of it. You see how it looks like? So now you're going to yarn over, chain 2, turn your work, yarn over. Into this very first stitch, you work a double crochet. Work a double crochet into every stitch until you get to the chain gap that we made right here, the chain one space we made here. So let's work our double crochets, one into every stitch. So here we are, this is the chain one space we made, and now we are going to work 2 double crochets, chain 1, yarn over, work 2 more double crochets into the very same stitch. Okay, now we are going to work all the way down this side. Okay, work 1 double crochet into the very next stitch and continue working 1 double crochet into every stitch. Until you come to the end of your row. So here we are, this is it, and that's exactly what you're going to do for the repeat of your cups. And for sizes small, you are going to be required to work 5 rows in total. Okay, for sizes medium, you are going to be required to work 7 rows in total. For sizes large, you are going to be required to work between 8 and 9, given how large you want your cup to be, between 8 and 9 rows in total. So just keep on doing this very same step I have showed you until you have those number of rows for whichever sizes you are making. And I'm going to come back and show you how to work your picots, and then we can get the lower bottoms started. So once you have your cup ready, this is what you're going to do. You're going to chain 2 and turn your work. Now into this very first stitch, you're going to work a single crochet. Into the second, you'll work a single crochet with a picot on top. Those are 3 chains. Get back right here and work a slip stitch into the very first chain stitch. So work a single crochet into the next, and in the next stitch you work a single crochet, chain 3, and then get back down here and work a slip stitch to get your picot done. Okay, so this is what we are going to repeat until we come to the end of our cup. Chain 3, work a single crochet into the first stitch, chain stitch, and then work a single crochet into the next stitch, work a single crochet in the next, chain 3, and get back down here, work a picot like that by working a slip stitch. You see what I got? So this is what we are going to do. Let me just repeat this one more time and you go all the way on your own. Work a single crochet in the next stitch, and into the next you work a single crochet with a picot on top by chaining 3 and getting back to the first chain stitch, and then work a slip stitch. Okay, so do this until you get to the peak here, and once at the peak you're just going to work 2 single crochets into the chain gap and then continue this whole pattern again. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet with a picot on top until you come to the end of it. Now do that for 2 breast cups, the left and right. Okay, so once you have this done, follow the very same steps to work your left breast cup, and I'm going to get back to show you how to work your bikini bottom. So guys, I believe you have finished your breast cups, and now I'm going to show you how to work your swimsuit bottom, or you can call it a bikini bottom, because like I said, you're going to be learning 3 things from this tutorial. So it's going to be a V-cut bikini bottom. So this is how you get it started. You are going to work 40 chains. That's for size medium, because I am working a size medium. And for sizes small, you can work 30, that's for the body, or 35, given how small the person could be. And then for sizes large, you can go all the way to 50 and 60, all right? So I'm working for a size medium, and I'm going to chain 43. So if you're working for a size small, you can chain 33 or 38, all right? Sizes large, you can chain 53 or 63, all right? So let's get it started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Remember, I am working this with a 6mm hook, all right? So literally the breast cups were to be worked with a 3.5mm hook, and the D-cut bikini bottom is going to be worked with a 6mm hook. So into the second chain stitch from the hook, we are going to work a half double crochet and work 1/2 double crochet into the next stitch. So literally we are going to work 1/2 double crochet for a total of 20 stitches. So those are 20 half double crochets in 20 stitches. So just work all the way. So if you're working for a size small, whichever number you started with, if it is 30, you are going to divide 30 by 2. So literally you are working 1/2 double crochet or 15 half double crochets into 15 stitches, okay? And if you're working for a size large, you will work, if you made 50 chain stitches or 60, for 50 you will work 25 half double crochets in the next 25 stitches, and for 60 you will work 30 half double crochet stitches in the next 30 stitches. So let me see, I am about to get to my 20th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 19, and this is 20. So we have 20 half double crochets in 20 stitches. And now for the 21st stitch, or your next stitch, given which size you are working, you are going to work 3 half double crochets in the very same stitch. So that is 1, 2, and 3, okay? So those are 3 half double crochets in the very same stitch. Now from here, we are going to work 1 half double crochet into every stitch until we come to the end of our row, okay? So just continue until you come to this, and that's where I'm going to meet you and show you how to work your second row. So now here you are going to chain 2 and turn your work, yarn over into the very first stitch, you work a half double crochet, and work a half double crochet into all the stitches until you get to the 3 half double crochets that were worked in one stitch, okay? So I'm just showing you this this row, and I'll let you work the next rows on your own because it's just a repeat of the pattern. So So this is what I have, and this is where we worked the 3 half double crochets we worked in one stitch, and this is what I am going to do. Into the very first stitch I am going to work a half double crochet, and now into the second stitch I am going to work 3 half double crochets in the very same stitch. Okay, so we have 3 half double crochets in one stitch. Now from here we are going to continue to work 1 half double crochet into every stitch until we come to the end of the row. And once at the end of the row, you will just have to chain 2, turn your work, just work the very same thing I have showed you until you have a couple of rows. Like I'm going to share the number of rows that you have to have your V-cut bikini bottom complete. So literally you can just get this knowledge and feed it into whatever bikini bottom you probably could be looking at making, more so for the V-cut bikini bottom, because this is more like something I have shared that I would probably just make an independent tutorial about, but then you're getting it right here and you can just feed the knowledge into whichever design you look at making that is in line with that. So here I am at the end of my row right here, and this is how it looks like. Basically the 3 half double crochets that we work right here is just to keep us having this sort of like V shape, all right? And that's how it looks like. So you're going to chain 2, turn your work the very same stitches like I've showed you in my second step of this row, and work 3 half double crochets into the second stitch right here of the 3 half double crochets of the previous row, and continue working 1 half double crochet into every stitch until the end of the row. And all I want is a total of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, a total of 10 rows. Once you have your 10 rows complete, do the same for the back piece, because this one is just for the front, so do the same for the back. So you should be having 2 pieces of these. Okay, that's where I'm going to meet you and show you what to do. So once you have your both parts complete, this is what you are going to do. Okay, so I have 2 of mine complete. Now we need to join the 2, as in have this and this together and make the crotch. All right, and this is how you're going to work your crotch. Literally how I usually work my crotch for my shorts is exactly how you are going to work your crotch for these pants. I clearly don't know how most of you work your crotches when it gets to the deep V cut bikini bottoms. I really don't know, but this is how I make mine, and it's super easy. So get your hook and chain 2, turn your work, and now you will work 1 double crochet into every stitch until you get, literally just how we have been working, until you get to the stitch that has the 3 half double crochet stitches in one. Okay, sorry about the noise. So literally you are just going to work this until you get to that point, and that's where we are now going to work the crotch. I see some people just work a decrease and then work a crotch that is straight, like, sorry, horizontal. That technique is also there, but literally for me, why I do this is because I hate joining my crotches. So I hate joining my crochets from the middle of it, because sometimes you know that join part can literally be uncomfortable for someone when they are putting on the bikini. So I usually avoid having to stitch together two pieces from the crotch. So what I do is, like you can see, I am at this point. This is where we had 3 double crochet stitches in the very same stitch. Now here you are going to work a half double crochet into the very first stitch of the 3, and then now into the second you work a half double crochet. Now here you are going to chain 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, now please keep keen of which side your piece is. Now for me this one was on the inside, and now I must make sure that this also is on the inside. So when I make my 10 chains, I am going to yarn over and now get into the second stitch of the 3 half double crochets we made, all right, and work a half double crochet on this side so you can see what I am doing. Okay, now I'm also going to work this side, all right. Now I get to this I get to work 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and just keep working 1 half double crochet into every stitch until I come to the end of my row. Okay, so just work this until you come to the end of your row. When you get to the end of your row right here, you're going to chain 2 and work 1 half double crochet into every stitch, and I'm going to meet you right here. That's why I'm going to show you how to get over this bridge and get to this side. Okay, so let me meet you there and show you what to do. So now I have reached my point right here, and I'm going to take you through how to work over the bridge. So now here we are going to work 1 half double crochet into this stitch, and now into the very first chain stitch. Okay, we work 1 half double crochet, work 1 half double crochet into the next chain stitch. Those are 2. 1 half double crochet into the next. Those are 3. 1 half double crochet into the next. So literally we are just working 1 half double crochet into every chain stitch that we made on this row. Like you can see. So just find your way in. This should be the last one. And finally, right here. Okay? Oh no. I'm headed this side, okay? So please don't work your chain, your stitches on the wrong side. Now I'm going to work 1 half double crochet into every stitch on this side. Okay? And I'll just show you how it looks like. So basically just work 1 half double crochet into every stitch until you come to the end of the row. So this is how it looks like. And now you're going to chain 1, chain 2 when you get here. When you get here, you will chain 2 and turn your work. and work 1/2 double crochet into every stitch all the way until you get to this point. All right, and there you will cut your yarn. So I'm just going to come back and show you how to work this side as well. Then we can now work on having our swimsuit joined together. Okay, so let me meet you there. So I am done with working my whole pant. Okay, this is how it looks like. I have 1 row of single crochet this side, that's why it is not yet uniform enough to look even. So now I'm going to get my hook, find a point at the top right here. I'll insert my hook. You can use the 6mm. So chain 3 and work a single crochet along this part, because I'm just working gaps in which your straps are going to tie around the sides of your bikini bottom. So work a single crochet into the next half double crochet row or post. Continue working 1 single crochet. Now here, when you get here, you chain 3 and then work 1 single crochet into the next half double crochet post. Chain 3, work 1 single crochet in the next double crochet posts. Let me see, 1 2 3, I want 4 of them, so chain 3, and lastly work into this post right there. So here you work 2 more in the very same stitch because we are just working a bend. Okay, and now continue working 1 single crochet along this whole row. You see, so you'll continue working 1 single crochet along this whole row up to here, and then here you do exactly what we have done here. Work chain gaps where your straps are going to go. So find your front and get to your front. Skip this stitch where we work 3 half double crochets in the very same stitch. Get to this one right here and get your yarn. Attach it like that and work 3 chains. Now, like I said, skip this. Now into this next stitch you work a slip stitch. Slip stitch into the next stitch. Work a slip stitch in the next as well. Yarn over, turn your work. Now here you're going to work 9 double crochets into this chain gap we just created. So we have 9 of them, like you can see. Now skip this stitch and into the next you work a slip stitch. Work a slip stitch in the next stitch and again work a slip stitch in the next. Okay, turn your work. Work 1 double crochet into the very first stitch. Chain 1, 1 double crochet in the next. Chain 1, 1 double crochet in the next, and you're going to do this for all the 9 double crochets we just worked of the previous row. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Chain 1, skip this, and into the next you work a slip stitch. So this is the 9th. Okay, now you have 9 chain gaps. Now slip stitch into the next stitch and again into the next. Turn your work. Work 3 double crochets together into this first chain gap. Okay, chain 2 between the gaps. 3 double crochet together into the next stitch, the next chain gap. See how it looks? Chain 2, 3 double crochet together, and you're going to do this until you have 9 of them. That is 3 double crochet together into every chain gap you created of the previous row. So let me meet you there once you have all the 9. So once you have your 9, you are going to skip this stitch right here, and into the next you work a slip stitch. Now slip stitch into the next stitch and again into the next. Turn your work. You are going to chain 3 and work a slip stitch, a single crochet into these chain gaps that we have created. Chain 3, work a single crochet into the next chain gap, chain 3, skip the 3 double crochet together and work a single crochet in the next chain gap. So do this until you come to the end of, see this? Until you come to the end of your row. And lastly here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so here you are going to skip, this was for the last row, so you're going to skip this and slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay, now here you are going to slip stitch in the next stitch and turn your work. Okay, chain 2, work a single crochet in the middle of the very first chain gap you have, chain 3, work a single crochet into the middle of the next chain gap, chain 3, so work it like you're creating some sort of like mesh. Okay, chain 3, work a single crochet right there, chain 3, single crochet into the next gap, chain 3. Do this until you come to the end. You must have 8 complete chain gaps and 2 halves at the end, this one and the one that is coming here at the end. So once at the end you chain 2, this is more like the half of it, and work a slip stitch into this stitch right there without skipping any stitch. So you can see we have a half here, then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then a half. Okay, so which brings us to 9. Okay, now here you are going to slip stitch into the next stitch and slip stitch in the next as well. Turn your work, yarn over. Into this very first chain gap you work 3 double crochets. Okay, work a single crochet into the next chain gap, and then chain 2, work 3 double crochets in the very same chain gap, work a single crochet into the next chain gap, chain 2, work 3 double crochets in the very same chain gap, single crochet into the next chain gap. You see what we are having? Okay, chain 2, single crochet into the next chain gap, chain 2, work 3 double crochets in the very same chain gap. So do this until you come to the end of your row. Now when you come to the very last one, as you can see, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. All right, so that means into this very last one we do not work a single crochet into this. All right, we just get over here into the next stitch and work a slip stitch. So we have our doily on the lower bottom ready. Okay, that's how it looks like. Get your pair of scissors and cut your yarn. So you'll just get a darning needle or something and just weave in the ends. So we have our lower part complete. So we are going to fit this knowledge into the upper part. Remember our breast cups? Now here they come in again. So you're going to get your yarn, make a knot, and work a number of chains that you know can work as your strap to the back, from the bust, from the under bust to the back. So once you have the length of the strap that you want, you are going to get your caps, and here you are going to work one single crochet and then work one single crochet into the next double crochet post. So for every double crochet post, this is what I call a double crochet post, this, okay? So for every double crochet post, you're going to work 2 single crochets in it. For every double crochet post, we work 2 single crochets. And this you are going to work so that you get to join the other side, the other cap onto this. So that's the whole essence of doing this. It's just to join the 2 caps together. So once we have this here, we are going to work 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets together. Okay, this, you can just do this and just work 1 single crochet, or you can just work 2 single crochets together. So now get here and just do exactly what we have done for the other cap. See how it looks like? Now work it all the way up to here and then work a string, some sort of like strap. So when I get back, I'm going to show you how to just start your doily here, and I'll leave you to work your doily of this part until probably the last row for joining these 2. That's why I'm going to come back and show you what to do. So for this, I'm not going to show you much because I believe you already know what to do. I'm just going to show you how to get started and follow through exactly what we did for the lower part. So here you are going to skip this stitch right here and get into this. Work 3 chains. Skip this, and into this you work a slip stitch. Slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. Work 9 double crochets, literally what we did for the lower bottom. I'm just going to show you this step and leave you work the other steps on your own. I'll just come back on the very last row to show you what to do. So those are 3, 4, 9. Here, skip this and into this. Okay, slip stitch into the next 2 stitches, and now work this row right here. Chain 1 double crochet into every double crochet that we worked on the previous row. So just get this knowledge and feed it right into this, okay? So you can just recap the video and watch what I was doing, do exactly that. Let me get back on this row, the very last row here. I kept telling you guys we are going to be learning a lot of things in one tutorial, and I think you guys can see it. Now this pattern right here can teach you how to work your doily bralette. I've seen these several times, so you can, if you're probably looking at something new, you can learn, you can get to work independently from this tutorial. This is one. This could be a bralette, and you just work, just add fringes on this design. When this whole doily thing is complete, you can just add some fringes right there. So you have learned this, and you have learned how to work your V-cut bikini bottoms, and literally how to work the whole entire swimsuit. How good is that? So I'm back to the last row, and this is what we are going to do. Exactly what we did for the other for the bikini bottom. Into this very first stitch, this very first gap, we are going to work 3 double crochets. Okay, remember we have 9 of them. So work a single crochet into the next chain gap, and then chain 2. In the very same chain gap, you work 3 double crochets. Work a single crochet into the next chain gap, chain 2, work 3 double crochets in the very same chain gap. You see that? So we have our 3. Okay, work a single crochet into this chain gap. Okay, now you're going to chain 2, get your lower part, okay, so I'm figuring it's like this. Now count 3, 1, 2, 3. Now into this 4th right there, we are going to get our yarn. 1, 2, 3. This should be the 4th. We are going to get to the peak right there and attach this to that. Okay, now yarn over, work 3 double crochets into this stitch, the chain gap of the upper part. Remember, we have to work 3 double crochets. So we work a single crochet into the next chain gap, chain 3, chain 2, get to the peak of this, and join these 2, work 3 double crochets in the very same chain gap. I hope you guys are clearly understanding this. Work a single crochet into the next chain gap. See what we have? Okay, they are neatly joined. So let me repeat this one more time. Chain 2, get to this lower part right there at the peak of it, get your loop, go through that like that, and work 3 double crochets in the very same chain gap of the upper piece, and then single crochet into the next stitch. Okay, now you see we have joined. Like I said, there were 9 of them. Okay, there was 9, so literally this is 1, 2, 3, and we have joined 3 together, so we have 3 left. Okay, so if you're working for a very huge person and your cups are probably too big and you want a bigger doily, you can just work like 12 instead of 9. So when you get here, you have 12 of them. That means you're going to leave out 4 of them, attach 4 here, and then leave out 4 the other side. Okay, basically just count your stitches and get to know that when you divide them by 3, they are divisible. Okay, so from here you just work normally like we have been working. All I wanted to show you was how to join these 3 parts together, and basically that was it all. So here we have come to the end of our tutorial, and this is how it looks like. So you will just work a few strings and attach them to your ends here. Okay, and then get up here and work a few straps and add it to that, and there you have your swimsuit complete. I want to thank you all that take time to go and follow me on my social media pages. You're doing a great job to my progress. All those that are purchasing patterns from me on my Etsy shop, my shop link is always in the description box below. Thank you so much. I cannot appreciate you enough. All of you that are watching, I hope you look out for my next tutorial, and I hope it's a bigger project for you all and find it very important to learn from. I want to thank you once again for watching. See you all in my next tutorial. Goodbye.